I have a friend that wanted me to etch one of her casserole dishes for her, so I'm going to do that. I've already cut out my stencils. This is just the Cricut 4mm stencil vinyl. Got that, and I've got a transfer paper tape on top of it to transfer it over to the glass. And I'll be using some Armour Etch. You can pick this up at hobby stores, Walmart. I'll include a link below as well. You're going to need gloves, because you definitely do not want to touch this. This doesn't even tell you how to use the product on here. All it has is warnings and danger. So this stuff is very, very dangerous for you if you touch it. So don't touch it with your skin, because if it etches glass, it will eat you and your skin. And then I've got a sponge brush and a regular paintbrush. Just make sure I get an even coating and hopefully not have any issues with the etching itself. So first I'm just going to clean it off with some rubbing alcohol. Okay. So I'm just going to lay it out and kind of see, because there's the Pyrex label on here. There's made in the USA and some other words right here. So I'm just going to make sure that where I'm laying it will be the part that I'm etching, which is going to be the white part, is not on top of that. Or it is on top of that. And I just really don't want both the non-etched and the etched part to be crossing these, if possible. I'm just going to lay it out first. I'm doing these individually just to kind of save some sanity without having to put a whole entire sheet down. So I'm going to do the G first. When you're pulling up, if the vinyl stays with the backing, just kind of rub down, make sure it's, see how that's coming up. So I'm going to push that down onto that transfer paper, and then I can roll it sideways a little bit. There we go. Get it to stay. And this contact paper, or transfer paper, the clear, just picked that up at Walmart in a big roll. Now I'm just going to make sure that this is pressed down really well, get all bubbles out if I can, or at least away from the edges. Because if you have any bubbles right next to the edges, the etching cream will get underneath, and you won't have a clean line, and you'll have etching where you didn't want it etched. So you can normally just squeeze those bubbles right out. You just want to make sure you don't, if you do press down with your finger, and if you get on the glass, you're going to possibly get oils on the glass as well. But sometimes it's just better to make sure all those edges are down. And nice and secure. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray just a little bit of alcohol in there. Clean that area off, make sure I get the oils off. Okay, so you want to give this a good shake before you start. And I always I'll shake stuff upside down first just to make sure that if there's anything on the bottom, that when I'm shaking it, it'll start grabbing that off. There's going to be dried residue coming off too if you've used it before. So just make sure it doesn't get on my piece. Just going to dip that in there. washing your sides and edges. Step is to wash it off, and I just use my sink, make sure nothing's in it, everything's kind of away so there's no splatters or anything. So I am going to go wash this now. Okay, let this warm up just a little bit. It doesn't have to be hot, just kind of not cold. I'm going to wash it up as quickly as possible so that you don't have any accidental etching from it being washed off too. Okay, so there's that. Make sure it looks right. And it's upside down. Well, keep an eye on, can't really see that, can you? When you're placing it on something like this where you have to mirror the stencil because you're seeing through it this way, as opposed to when I do the sides, it'll be visible this way. I don't think she'll care though. She has no choice now. Alright, so let me dry this off and I'll get the other ones going. Okay, so now I'm going to stick on the other ones here. I'm not sure if you can notice or see along the edges there seems to be like a shadow, or that the stencil shifted or something, and it happens every single time, and the only thing I can really figure out is just because of the thickness of the glass and the way it reflects and everything, because the edges are all clean, everything's good to go. It's just a different thing that you don't always expect. Okay, clean off my oils. Oh, and if you mess up, you have to be fast, you have to be fast. There will be a little bit of etching there. Grabbed too much on the brush and have it right over it, dripped. And there's some clumps in here, which is fine. Just make sure you kind of move them around so that way they're not sitting in one area and that little area may not get fully etched. Just make sure to go all directions. Make sure that it's up against all the sides and in any corners that it needs to be in. Okay, so I'm going to go wash this off. have to do the size, and it's a little awkward. If I just bring it out here to the edge. Here. And when you're pulling the backing off of vinyl, it's usually easier if you do it kind of upside down. That way you can keep the piece flat, especially if you're doing paper. If you do it the other way and you're pulling this way, it'll bend on you and you can get creases or ruin your whole entire piece. Been there, done that. Make sure it's all down, especially this top edge here because of this lip. It's not right up against it, but it's close enough that it could be damaging. Or not damaging, but just it could lift the edge of the stencil up and the etching cream could get under there and then it won't be neat and tidy as it should be. So that side's done. I'll dry this off and do the last side. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes and wash it off. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. I'm gonna take this and wash it off. There we go. Let me dry this off. Alright, so this is all done and ready to go. And let me just take this box here so you can actually see it. So, it's pretty simple on how to etch glass. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any questions. And if you enjoyed the tutorial, please give the thumbs up and a like. And hit the subscribe button. You can hit the little bell notification next to it if you'd like to know when I post videos. And I'll see you next time.